Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. And now off to AT&T Center with our crew of Kevin, Clark, and Steve, who are ready to call the game.
The sparkling Riverwalk, one of the highlights of any visit to San Antonio, under a beautiful starlit sky. The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. Welcome to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg for 2K Sports for this Friday afternoon broadcast. And State Farm presents the starting lineups. And one of the guys we'll be seeing in this one, James Harden.
Well, it's no easy task guarding James Harden because he's got the ability to shoot from long range and then the strength and the ball handling ability to get into the paint and keep the defender on his hip and get all the way to the rim.
Well, Steve, Harden is one of the stronger two guards in the NBA, and when he attacks the rim, he has no problems throwing his body into some bigger guys to draw contact and finish the play. That makes him special.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. He dishes it to Leonard. Stuffs it through.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
Spurs on defense. Here's a Sheik. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Here's San Antonio. Duncan outside. Jacks up a three. No luck. The Rockets go the other way with it. Here's Patterson. And the shot is good. Patterson's got his first basket. And here is Parker. Dishes it to Leonard. The dish to Diaw. Feeds to Duncan. He passes it to Diaw. Duncan kicks to Green. And the three off target. A Sheik with it. Left side, Lynn. Shot left block. And it's Houston with another. 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, they were 75% free throw shooting a season ago.
Free throw good by Parker. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Parker drops them both. Here's Delfino, and that's not going to go. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Houston, Carlos Delfino out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Omar Sheik. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And it's Omar Sheik with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Spurs with some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. Diaw comes in for Splitter. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Steven Jackson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for a Sheik. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Carlos Delfino. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Douglas, following the basket by Tim Duncan. Passes it to Douglas. Kicks it to Parsons. Douglas. The three from Harden. That's in, coming off a nice assist from Douglas. Harden's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here comes Ginobili. Parker outside. Shoots over Douglas. And he beat the buzzer, but it's no good. And we're through 2 here in a good one.
The
Rockets ahead, leading by 3. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
With the duel going on out in San Antonio, we bring you the halftime report. I'm Damon Bruce. The Houston Rockets in front against San Antonio. They're racking up the assists, great passing in the early going. James Harden has been the X factor. No big numbers by his name in the box score, but he's doing the little things out there to try and get his team the win. And for the Spurs, it's a grinded out effort. They've done all the little things, made all the hustle plays, and that's been the difference. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. On defense, the Spurs, they trail by 3. So with Ginobili sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Green and Leonard out on the perimeter. Duncan out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Parker in at the 1 spot. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. Harden. That's good. Harden's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Rockets. And the Spurs with possession here. Parker kicks to Duncan. Shoots over a sheet. No good from Duncan. Rockets leading by 5. Makes the alley-oop pass. Parsons' shot is off.
That would have been a nice alley-oop there.
Well, you got to love the effort, though. Almost showtime.
The feed to Green. He kicks it to Duncan. 4 seconds left, and that one's good. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Yeah, that side got them out of their seats and off their hands.
Guys, they just exploded when it went down.
No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Rockets lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke, to find out who had the Sprite uncontainable game. Doris?
Hi, guys. Today's uncontainable game is James Harden. His team leans on him for so many of their rebounds, and he hasn't disappointed as he leads that category right now. We'll see if he can continue to carry that load, guys.
Okay, thank you, Doris. He has made a major contribution, hasn't he?
Oh, definitely, Kevin. I mean, I don't know where this team would be without the performance he's put in today.
Yeah, I think the game would have clearly taken on a different complexion for sure, but my goodness, so far he's done whatever is necessary to make sure they come out on top.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. A Sheik is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Carlos Delfino. And it's Lynn in at the point guard. And some nice passing there by Houston. The pass to Delfino. Fires from deep. Good. Delfino's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets.
That's all the space he needs, guys. He'll make you pay every time if you give him that shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Splitter. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
Terrible defense for both teams. Just atrocious.
Yeah, it's been awful, Steve. I don't know any other way to say it, and I'm sure both teams will get an earful from their coaches.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Matt Bonner. Diaw comes in for Splitter. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Steven Jackson. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Daniel Green. Houston also making some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Harden in for Carlos Delfino.
Boy, what a huge shot there.
How about what a game? I mean, he answered the bell with that one.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those foul shots right there with the dagger in the heart. It's all but over, guys.
Back to Parker. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Throws it from deep. No good there. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jeremy Lin.